podcast. My name is Debbie Monroe.
I'm Sanai Renee.
My name is Elena B.
My name is Maya J.
I'm Maddie K.
My name is Kaden.
And I'm Hollywood Danae.
And we are
The Young Stars.
Okay. So, first question I want to throw at y'all. First off, how y'all feeling?
Good.
The program going good so far?
Yes.
So when it comes to the program, what's your overall thoughts on everything that's happened? You've been here for quite some time now. How y'all feeling really about the program?
It's really fun, but it's also pretty intense in certain parts of it. They're always pushing us, but in the best way possible. They're always lifting us up.
I feel like it's tough love. I love the energy that everyone gives off. We're becoming more and more of a family, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I do agree with Maddie K. Because it is hard. Especially dancing.
Yes.
That's on too fast. So yeah. But we built a family relationship. These are my cousins, my sisters, my brother, and all of them. And yeah, that's it.
When it comes to the Young Stars program, I know coming in you all may have had certain expectations, certain things you thought were going to happen. Has the program met any of those expectations? Has it exceeded? Talk to us about that.
I believe the program has met and exceeded my expectations because the staff working with us have been really encouraging as well as helpful with giving us certain information that you might not get from anywhere else. And they've also created a balance within the environment, not breaking us down too much, but also trying to push us as hard as we can go to make sure we're the best of the best.
Yes, for sure. I think it exceeded and met my expectations because when we came into this, I thought that it would be hard, but also easy at the same time. If that makes sense. I knew that we were gonna have to put in work, but I didn't think it would be as much as we do, and I really think it's gonna benefit me in the long run.
Yeah, they definitely keep their word. With all the stuff in the panel, we'll be doing this and that. I didn't expect it to be as so direct as it is. They really stuck to what they were saying, and it's very encouraging.
What would you all say is your best and worst moment in the program so far?
So I would say my worst moment so far would be the first day because I was so dramatic. I was overthinking everything. So, that was definitely my worst day. But my best day would be at the Art Expressions event because I really did what I came here to do. I finally opened up my shell a little more than I thought I would. So I'm really proud of myself and happy that I did that.
Yeah. My worst day was I think the third week. That Wednesday I cried because I was in pain in my legs, and it wasn't because of dances. It was because I was sick actually, and I had to go to Virginia Beach the next day, so I had to get rid of that. And the best day was Friday. I had fun Friday.
Why'd you have fun Friday?
Because it was just we did fun stuff. I don't know,
They also brought us Chipotle. Yeah, they brought us Chipotle. I agree with you. Friday was really fun. We danced a lot and we had little battles, and they brought us Chipotle. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was a good time. It was really fun on Friday, and it was a chill day. It wasn't necessarily serious, and work, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think my worst day was the first day because I was expecting it to be hard work, but not to this degree. They weren't beating us down or anything, but they were pushing us as they always do. And I did a lot of push-ups that day. But my best day was probably the second day because we were dancing, but we had time to actually have fun with it, do exercises with it, and I got to warm up to other people. It was really fun.
I think my worst day. I think my worst day was probably So for my tender-headed girls, after we get our hair done, it hurts. And especially like my hair is so thick that it takes a long time. So we were up until like 12. My mom was doing it. So I had to get up at like 5:30. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. So my head was hurting and I was just really tired. So it wasn't a good day. But my best day would be probably the first day. That was really fun. And I like getting used to everybody.
What would you all say is one thing you learned through this camp that you had no idea about before when it comes to the music business?
Split sheets and the percentages to pay other people and stuff.
Yes.
Seeing like how much money you could lose by, well, not lose, but like having to give other people was definitely a lot of money. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much
Along the lines of what Sanaa was saying, I remember the split sheets for me too. When we first learned about it, we were here, and when we distributed the money to different people, like the manager, the lawyer, the bodyguard, what else was it? Like the different people we had to give money to being our artists. I was like, we were left with $1.67 from like how much was it? $100, and we were left like with $1. And so also like the writer, and so I didn't know how much work and how much money we would make. Like I would just think as an artist, if a song blows up, you get a good amount of money. But yes, you do. But at the same time, you also give money because there's also a lot of people that also help you put in that work. Like if you have the beats maker, the songwriter, the videographer, the manager, so it's a lot of people, and I didn't know, and we were left with barely no money. So that was good to learn about though, and to know.
That was actually fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Cause we was all like, what?
Right. We were like, we have no money. So yeah.
I think I learned that most things on the stage are planned. Like, I realized that most things are from choreography, and that everything is not, just walk when I walk, or it's planned. And even though it feels like, the goal is to make it feel like it's a free vibe, but it's planned.
Yeah.
I want to piggyback to something you said, Hollywood, about coming out of your shell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know for you personally, you come from a world of dance.
Right.
And you're only recently stepping into being able to dance and sing as well. So talk a little bit about that, how you're coming out of that shell in terms of singing more with this program.
So in terms of singing and dancing, I never really decided to put both out there. So dance was always comfortable because I did it my whole life. So when I had to dance on stage, it was totally different from the feeling when I had to sing on stage. Because I was thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I can't sing. Or, oh my gosh, what if they think I can't sing, or I'm not good enough. But in dance, I was like, oh, everybody says I'm pretty good. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, so it was really different for me.
For the rest of you all, when it comes to coming out of your shell with this program, I know for a lot of you all, it may be dance, or you may have an untapped talent like Hollywood and coming to singing. So how has this program helped you all come out of your shell, whatever shell that may be?
They make us go against each other.
Yes, face off.
It's like, if you don't give it your all, you gotta do push-ups and stuff. I don't feel like doing push-ups. I try to give it my all. So. Yeah, I feel like that's it.
I've never really danced seriously until like this moment or whatever. But trying to step out of my shell with dancing, I can sing. I have confidence in that. But the dancing part was what I was like kind of hesitant on. But stepping out of my shell and doing kind of solo dances, whether it's like just an exercise. But yeah, that's mainly what I've been stepping out of my shell with, dancing and my personality.
For me, it's similar to Hollywood's situation. Even though she could kick my tail when she's dancing, dancing's more natural to me because you're feeling the rhythm of whatever you're dancing to. Where singing, I'm in my head about, am I singing this right? It came to me later than dance did, so I'm not as confident. And when I'm in the program, they let me know, okay, you can do this here. That's good. Keep this. Don't do that. Like, they make me more confident with the environment that they provided. So I'm able to come out my shell more when it comes to singing and become more confident.
For me, so I've been dancing since I was little, like on stage competitively since I was like 7. So I'm used to being out of my shell for dance. But with singing, I wasn't singing like the way I am now. Like I've always been singing, but it was like school talent shows, and I've always been told that I did good even if I didn't, which I like being able to know like the truth of like if this is good, this is not, so that I can feel more confident in my singing.
Piggybacking off of Maya, same for me. I'm a girl that sings at a church, so I'm a church girl singer, and so in church you're used to being told like, oh, you sound so good, and like even if you like mess up or don't hit the right note, it's like, oh, the Lord is on you. He's like, oh, you sang that, girl. It's like, okay, thank you. But here, like, you get the critiques and their vocal coaches, and I'm grateful for them because they'll help you, get better and improve on your notes and runs and everything. And placement, like head voice, chest voice. For me, it was hard with the mics. I'm not used to singing with mics all the time. And so I'm more of a belter, and I'll sing with my chest voice, and so I had to adjust with the mic and start singing from my head and sing a little softer. So thank you to India for that and our vocal teacher. And yeah, that was my show.
I would say the first thing I ever did was sing. I've been singing since I was 2. So that's what I've been doing. And I did start dancing like with school. But this is completely different. This is more structure. Like the first day, I thought I was gonna die. But it's most definitely different in a lot of aspects because it's more organized and the movements like they have to be sharp. If you mess with a little bit at school dance, it's like okay, just a little piece. But everything has to be sharp here. So and then I have a speed problem where I just tend to go fast. And I developed that like my first year coming back from COVID because everything was moving fast and my teacher had us doing a lot of fast dances. So I have to learn to slow down. But I think when I dance with people, it's easier to just feed off their energy and go at their pace.
I don't mean to go again if I like take up time. But also what you said with being in church, because of like the different places that I've been to, it's just like a 2-step and a clap at most. So moving side to side and like front stage, backstage, and communicating with the other people that are watching and bringing them in is definitely a new thing for me.
Now, you all are tapping into different parts of yourselves, right, to be able to grow and elevate within this program. Do you all feel like you're gaining a sense of what kind of artist you are, right? So, like, do you like recording in the studio versus performing live? Are you more upbeat or more slower tempo kind of artist? What kind of artist are you? I know that's a loaded question, so take a little second to think about it.
I believe I have the vocals for slow, very slow, but I'm coming into upbeat. I'm trying it. I'm trying something new. Like with Monica, my cover, it's pushing me to do something different. Because when I first took the song home, I felt like that wasn't me. But I had to make it me. So it's definitely challenging me to be able to take anything. Because as an artist, you have to be able to take anything. And it's definitely inspiring me and moving me to try new things.
I say I like performing live. It's just like, it's more fun than to me. I don't know. Like, I can get hyped and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, it's just more fun to me. Like, I like performing live.
For me, I like to be in the studio to hear like all the different parts of my music. But to be able to perform, I like performing better. Like to be in people's faces and to feed off of their energy, all that stuff. That's mainly. I like to perform in front of people.
Same. I like to perform in front of people, feeding off of people's energy. I'm a big energy person, and I like upbeat, and so I like the vibe of the crowd. And I'm just gonna go with you and like even if nobody's hyping me up, I'll hype up myself. So I'll be like, okay, hey. And so I like performing in front of people, especially if I have a dance routine. I feel like that's better for me. So I'm not just like going from side to side. I would rather have something that I could always fall back on, like a routine. It doesn't even have to be like a 16 count or anything, but you know, just something to fall back on. And so I would rather perform. And I think Hollywood said this one time. She said, music in the studio. So I would also like to have music in the studio, music out that I've sung in the studio. So like when I do perform live, other people will know my music. They'll sing along, and they'll know the lyrics and everything. I feel like that would be a cool vibe.
I feel like for the studio, I'm still new to it, so it's kind of a love-hate relationship because I love the fact that I can re-record vocals if I don't like something, but I also hate the fact that I can hear everything that is wrong. It's like, ugh. But I think as an artist, I like performing live better because it can sell me more to people and give them a better understanding of who I am. Like sometimes people have to hear your song live in order to know, okay, I really like this song. And you can do your different renditions of it and make it your own.
With the Young Stars program, by the end of it, you all will have some kind of foundation as your own singles artist. But as the program has continued, you all develop a connection and a relationship as a group, right? So talk about that different dynamic between being a singles artist and being an artist within a group.
I would say being a single artist, when you perform live, you feel like all eyes are on you.
Yes.
Like you cannot mess up because everyone is looking at everything. They're looking for a mistake.
Yeah.
But when you're with a group, you're not really alone like that. It's not just, oh, they're staring at me into my soul. Like they're looking at all of us collectively. So I really like the group, you know, because it just feels a lot better, and you have people you can trust with you, people who you can have your bad times with, or your good times with, or just to back you up. So I do like the group.
Same. And I feel like our chemistry, like the Young Stars chemistry, like we're so tight now. Like as we're getting to learn each other more and more, I remember I was on the phone with Hollywood until 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. She was doing her hair, and I was finishing my vision board. And I kid y'all, because I'm very extra. If you see my vision board, it's like glitter, all, it's a lot. And so I feel like us as the Young Stars, like as a group, I like us. I love us. I love us. And especially at the Art Expressions event, like we were hyping each other up, even though like not a lot of people were there. We had each other's backs, and that's what I love about this group. Like we're a family, and we cousins, and I love us. I love us.
I feel like our connection is very much deeper this time, and like I said before, our connection is gonna grow deeper, and I feel as though we're gonna be very close. I feel like when we're as a group, we're a lot stronger because we have confidence in each other. And we know that, hey, this one's going to go home, this one's going to work. So we know that each other's going to put in the time and put in the work. When it's just like, for instance, when it's just me, I know I'm going to put in the work, but it's just the feeling of being alone. And, you know, some people are okay with that. Like, that's just what they end up doing, and they become used to it. But it is nice to have people that are around you.
So for me, singing by myself isn't really a big deal, but performing by myself is something different. I like to be able to dance, and, you know, if we were to do a group song, that'd be fine. I love that. But I think I prefer singing by myself in a sense, but everything else I like doing in groups because of the people that you guys are.
Thank you.
Now, since it was brought up, the Art Expression show, right? Some of you all performed there. How did that feel, right? Performing on stage since the program has started.
It was nice.
Be honest.
It was nice. I'm gonna be honest, we had a little bit of mess ups, But I mean, it happens. So we was fine about it. We had a good time. We vibed with each other. We sung each other's songs just a little bit. The crowd, they were somewhat tough to get their attention because they were still drawing. So I mean, no blame on them. But but they were fun, and they also like to talk. They talked to us, and they were really sweet. So
I feel like the event itself was very fun. Like the painting, we painted together, and we got to know each other more and more. But the performing part, it was different because, yes, one, we didn't have everybody from the Young Stars group, but I feel like we could have done much better. It wasn't the best. Wow, a lot of people's vocals came through and ate up, and gotta make it right. We had a good time, and it was really fun. Got to paint and see artists, and yeah, it was fun.
Like you said, I think me specifically for my own, performance, I could have done better in some parts, and for the dance, seeing as we didn't practice it that day, I think we did good. I'm proud of us for even going to it. But yeah, it was a fun event overall.
What was the age demographic for that event?
I say like 11 to 15 or so.
Were there some adults there too?
Yeah, it was like
Like
the
those
staff.
like counselors, like kind of in a sense.
So do you all feel like there's a difference in performing for your peers, folks who are among your age versus those who are older as an adult?
Definitely.
What's the difference for you all?
For me, I feel like kids are, like, they get embarrassed easily. So I feel like they wouldn't like to show how much they like somebody if they think that everybody's looking at them. While adults are just like, yes, like, they love everything. They're not scared to be judged. But kids, like, especially my age group, they, like, are mostly afraid of being embarrassed, which
there's a lot of pressure with other kids their age. Like you could let's say like a kid likes what we're doing, but their friends are sitting there not doing anything. They're only gonna do what they see. Right. So I want to be an example to other people. Like you can enjoy these different things. Like you can enjoy all this. Don't feel so pressured about like what everyone else is doing. There's definitely a big difference though.
I would say, like, in this world in general, it's so much easier now for people to just not like people. And it's so overwhelming. And it's like, so, like, for instance, like, I have this energy that just comes on strong, but sometimes to some people it can come off negative, if that makes sense. And some people are just, like, they're so quick to say, I don't like her. And, like, I have some friends like that. They're so quick to say, I don't like her. And it's like, you don't even know her. You just had one impression of the person. And it just drives me insane. But, however, you have to, it's like this feeling of you have to always watch what you say. And you always have to feel a certain way because you never know how somebody else is going to feel. But I do, like, eventually hope that goes away. But I feel for, like, little kids, they're not thinking about that because they forget things in, like, 10 seconds.
I feel like our age can be so judgmental. When we're out on stage, we think of, oh, what's going to look good? Like, we might be going on somebody's story. So, like, with the cameras and everything, we're just like, ooh, what's going to look good? And, okay, we got to try our best. And sometimes, like, even when we mess up, we can't let it get to our head. It's just like, oh, okay, let's stay focused and stay in character and perform. Like, have fun. And yes, it's serious, but still enjoy yourself. Like, it's the gift and talent that God has given you, and so, enjoy yourself. Have fun. Like, all like, and it's sometimes it's hard to do that when it's our age group and when it's your age group because the pressure is on. It's like, ooh, I don't know what she thinks about me, and maybe she don't like my hair or the headband I'm wearing right now, or the shoes. It kind of doesn't match, and you start like kind of going down on yourself. But yeah, just have fun, and I feel like I like singing more to older people because I feel like they'll get more with you rather than judging you so much. Yeah.
I feel as though we're our biggest critics as well. Like the things we say in our minds, like those people are probably really not saying that.
Right.
But in our minds, we feel as though they are.
So
So if we would just not turn our minds off, but to turn the negative feedback off, then maybe, you know, it would come out better.
Do you all feel that when being an artist, you know, there's a switch from when you're on stage and you're in the studio to when you're going about your everyday life? Is it hard for you all to make that switch, especially if you all who are involved in dance here and there, athletics here and there? Like, is it hard for you all to make that switch?
For me, it is hard to make that switch because my on-stage persona is very different from off-stage. Where on stage I have a lot of energy, I can interact with the crowd, and it's pretty natural for me because I enjoy doing what I do. But when I get off stage, it's hard to even get energy to get through simple tasks. And so I have to really flip a switch and say when I'm in rehearsal or when I'm on stage, this is what I want. I want energy. I don't want any negative thoughts, and I have to separate it.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of Kaden. I feel like I'm an early bird, and I'm very expressive and bubbly when I'm just in my own area. When I'm with people that I know, I feel like I'm like more of myself, and like I show my personality more, which I definitely need to work on because when I get on stage, sometimes I just like shut down. I'm a little more reserved, calm. So I feel like I definitely need to work on that, but there's definitely a switch.
For me, I'm a really bubbly person, as you said. I'm a really smiley person. Like the first day, I was kind of like not really smiling that much because I was still getting used to people. But since I'm more used to you guys now, I'm always smiling around people that I'm comfortable with. But trying to turn that off on certain like performances where I have to be like put on an act is pretty difficult. Like I can do it, but it just takes some time. And becoming the like, as you said, like persona of who I am as an artist, and telling my friends and the people around me, like, okay, like when I'm off stage, I'm Sinai, but when I'm on stage, I'm Sinai Renee. So don't feel some kind of way when I act different.
I feel like I am like the same person on and off stage, but I don't like talking to people when I'm off stage. So I have to get used to when I'm talking. Like I have to like for me to be able like to express my
Feelings?
yeah, like I'm hype. I like playing around and stuff. But if I don't know you, like I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna be on my phone.
I have like a different character because I would say when I first met you guys were like, oh, she's so confident. And I think that's like just what like, it's like wow. Because I think with my artistry, like on stage, I'm confident. And that's like what I'm like myself. That's the one thing I lack. So I think it's like really nice. Like when I get on stage, I have more confidence when I'm dancing, and that's why I started dancing because dancing was giving me confidence as well, And singing because like I know I can sing, so that's just like the confidence. That makes sense.
It's the opposite for me. I am a very extroverted person, and so when I'm on stage. When I'm dancing, I'm confident, but when I'm singing, like, my confidence level lacks. But off stage, like, I'm goofing around and here for people. But yeah, like, just not there for me when you're on the stage. But yeah.
I would say it's not hard when it comes to dance. Because in dance, you're always taught facials. Face is everything. So the persona kind of comes with that. So I can like be like, oh, you want me to be mean? Cool. Mug. But like singing, it's not hard, but at the same time it is because I think to myself, oh, I'm so nervous. How can I not look nervous? What can I do to make it seem like I'm super confident in this moment, and this is what I do on the regular. So it's hard, but it's not hard at the same time.
Especially when singing, like, I like to close my eyes. And, like, that's a bad habit. I feel like, well, in some songs, like, you can't always have your eyes closed, even though when I close my eyes, it's like I'm in the song. Like, I'm into it, like, I'm singing it, but, like, I can't have my eyes closed the whole time. I gotta make eye contact and remember the key pointers to performing. And so, that's also kind of like a con to when I sing. Yeah, I need to work on that, too. Closing my eyes less. But
Yeah, since I go on that, Lord, I had a really bad problem with closing my eyes. Like, the whole song, my eyes would be closed. So, I definitely still have to work on that more, but I can see the improvement when I watch back to the art expressions, because I tried to keep my eyes open. I blinked a lot, but I may have closed them for like a second or two. But it wasn't the whole song, so I'll take it.
I'm glad you brought that up. So for the rest of you all, what are some things as artists that you do really well, and what's something that you need to improve on?
I would like to think that I'm good at singing, but one thing that I have to work on is my movements. As I said before, trying to like not do a two-step and clap my hands, but also things I've realized if I lean over when I sing, I need to like just different parts that I need to work on. Yeah, mainly my movements and my stage presence is something I need to work on.
I think it's me thinking about it too much, because when I think about it, I like try not to mess up, but then I end up messing up, and then nobody knows, and then I make it like a whole scene. So yeah, I think I need to work on not think about things so much and like just go with the flow. Like just do your thing, like. But I just be thinking about stuff, and that's why I get so nervous, and I end up almost realizing my bars.
What do you do really well, though?
I feel like walking back and forth, had some new stage presence. Yeah,
You have a lot of stage presence.
I just think that,
For me, it's similar to Demi. I feel like my stage presence is there, but I have to get out of my head, because when I start thinking about it too much, it gets me off track. And I also think something I could do better is work on controlling myself as far as breathing and vocal control, because I'm not as confident with my singing voice, so that's something I would improve on.
I think the confidence of my vocals is like something I have really well. But however, it's the movement. Because when I started this move,
So like, it just takes a toll and it makes it different, because when I'm moving, I'm kind of forget that I'm singing. If that if that makes sense, and I'm trying to remind myself to breathe and to do all those things. But when I'm remembering, it shows that I'm remembering, and it shows that I'm thinking. And I would like try. I really want to get out of that space.
yeah, I feel like that's something that I definitely need to work on. Again, is my stage presence. That's the most important thing to me right now, and the thing that I feel most confident in is my vocal abilities, because I've been singing for a long time. But I just need to show my personality more.
I want you all to give me one of your musical influences. Yeah, we want you to give me one. Give me one of your musical influences and something that you appreciate from them.
Mine doesn't make it. I like her like her lyrics, like they like flow and you can understand what she's saying. Like some of her stuff is like real stuff. And then like some things like she just be saying, but I like it. Like
yeah. For me, my biggest inspiration musically is Stevie Wonder. The way that his mind works, I
in my opinion, he's a musical mastermind because of the way that he puts all these instruments into it and the melodies and everything that he does and how it just comes together perfectly. I love it.
Listen, okay, so
One. That's one.
but listen. Okay. My one is Coco Jones, because I like her stage presence. She's also like R&B. She's R&B, but she also could like swing gospel, and she could do both, and I like that about her. And that's one of them. That's one. Yeah.
I like Jennifer Hudson. It's because she not only does gospel, like yes, her voice was like mainly meant, well not meant for gospel, but it's like what we know her for. She does other things too, like she sings different types of music, like jazz. She does classical. She does R&B. She does it all, and I like that, and I really want to be like that.
Why do you all feel that you are a young star? What makes you believe?
You reiterated on that. I'm trying to. Okay. No.
Like when it comes to, because this is a young star program, right? And this is a showcase of some of the best talent just from this area, right? So what makes you feel like you are a part of that group? What makes you unique? What makes you a young star?
That's like us, or wait, not us.
What makes you a young star? What makes Maddie K?
Oh.
What makes Demi Monroe? What makes you a young star?
I feel like what makes Demi Monroe is that everybody cannot rap. And with everybody, somebody go ahead.
I feel like what makes me different is that everybody can sing, but they can't sing like me.
Hey, then.
And I feel as though when I'm singing, I feel like I can calm everybody. Like everybody might be talking, but they're not talking when I'm singing. So I feel like everybody's able to just hush. And I feel like that's because of my parents, because they were always like, because like people always talk at a gathering, and they would call me up to sing, and they'd be like, make them hush. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna make them hush. So I think that's where that came from.
I think it's the power behind my voice. I just have to get into, a part of our song in general to do that. But I think the power behind my voice and maybe my personality, plus whatever song I'm singing, or, just the power of my voice plus who I am.
Yeah, I think I got it. For me, it's who I am as a person. I think my personality. I have a lot of people come to me and tell me I have a good personality, and so I think it's that. Also, I accommodate all ages, so it's like that the girl that was at the art expression. She came up to me and she was a little fan, and she was so adorable. She was like, "I just want to be like you," and I was like, "Oh." But I think what makes me a young star is I also like put in hard work. I remember I was not here for the first week of camp, and I was running around my Airbnb, y'all. I was running around singing my ABCs because I heard that's what you guys did the first day on the track, and I was running around. I took about like 20 laps singing my ABCs, running around that table, and so I'm working hard for this, and I feel like my personality makes me a young star.
For me, being Kaden, I would say what makes me a young star would have to relate to my image and my presence, especially in an age where we have social media. A lot of people aren't aware of who they really are. They're chasing trends and trying to do different styles that match what they're seeing. But for me, I feel like I know what I want to wear. I know what I want to do and what I want to look like. And shockingly, that does differ from other people. So yeah.
I think what Kaden said is like, that's what me too. I like fashion and stuff. So nobody can outdo it. Fashion, But yeah, that's what makes me do my rap.
Bouncing off of what Kaden said again, and with Maddie, but I'm very diligent with what I do. Like if I want something, I'm gonna go after it and learn about it.
Also, what was I about to say?
But yeah, the work that I put in to do it is something that definitely plays a part in my character and who Sanaa Renee is.
And for me, again, I'm gonna say one more thing. I take things seriously. I take a lot of things seriously, but I really took this seriously because I know the work that everyone behind the scenes put into it, and I was like, well, I really want to give back because this is a lot of work and a lot of money and time put into us as the young stars, and I was like, I want to show them what they're giving us. So that's why I worked so hard and go home. And even on the days I don't feel like it, I don't feel well, and I'm laying in my bed, I'm still like humming things and going over things and writing things down and remember things. And even I was in the middle of a game, y'all, and I was doing a choreo. I was literally in the middle of a game because we had like a little, like a couple second break, and I was doing a choreo, like it's always running in my head and I can't get it off my mind. And so, yeah, that's what I appreciate you guys for that, like the hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say
Thank you.
the hard work.
Yes.
That's definitely because, like, if I'm doing something, my whole family's gonna know it. So, like, to the point where I was doing Beat Your Feet, like the ones I know that's not my strongest, I'm practicing them, and it's to the point where my grandma has to like hit the ceiling to tell me to stop. So it's like I'm always gonna practice, and like I may not get as much practice time, but I'm gonna take advantage of what I have.
I feel like. What makes me a young star is that, like, I think it's my focus for my future. Like, I try to do everything I can to get where I want to be for my future, and a lot of kids just, like, let it happen or wait till they're older. But I like doing performances and just trying to make sure that I can get where I want to be when I'm older.
I think what makes me a young star is, I would say, not giving up, because I've had a good bit of hard moments and embarrassing moments, but I still came back and gave it my all. So I would say that, and my writing ability as like how old I am, I would say my writing ability is pretty nice. So, yeah, I think that's what makes me a young star.
What is one thing? This is what, week 3, week 4?
Week 3.
Week 4.
This 4?
I thought it was 5.
Oh, you way ahead. With this being week 4, what are you looking forward to? For this week, for next, what are you looking forward to?
Working on my song, my original, definitely.
I'm looking forward to recording my original. I'm ready.
Let's hear a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, I really want to hear everybody's original. Like, I just know it's gonna sound so good, and I really want to hear it. Like, I really want to get to that point.
Before we close out, of course, we gotta send a special shout out. Who would y'all like to thank, of course?
I would like to thank South Tech Rec for having us hold this camp here.
And Prince George's County Rec.
Yes.
That's a wrap for the Young Stars. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take one.